Hey guys, and welcome to 3 Side Hustles That I Wouldn't Do. When we watch TikTok, when we watch all the social media, we see people bragging about how much money they make in certain businesses, like laundromats, right? Like, how are people becoming interested in laundromats so easily? Well, it's because there are videos online and people are showing wads of cash or they're dropping a bunch of quarters into a bucket, and quarters are money. So when we see a lot of quarters go into a bucket, we think, oh wow, that's great. So this guy has a laundromat, and this guy could be filthy loaded. I honestly don't know, but I like to be subjective. I don't like to just assume that what we see on social media, YouTube, etc., is all true because we really don't know, right? So before we even get into the laundromat itself, this gentleman has a big vending machine, a soda machine, and people just see money, right? You just see money. But what I see are a bunch of moving parts, a bunch of parts that inevitably are going to need maintenance, and maintenance costs dinero, correct? So, okay, this thing makes 20 bucks a week, but what if it has a faulty wire one day? And then you got to pay a technician to come in, right? Technicians are not cheap. A lot of the times they charge you just to visit, and then they charge you more for the work. But again, I'm not hating on this guy. He could be making lots of cash, decent cash, heavy profits. But I'm a guy who likes as least amount of maintenance as possible, right? Because I'm sure a lot of us have had that old car, that $3,000, $4,000 car that was all we could afford. So we bought it, and what did it do? It gave us problems. It gave us headaches, but that's all we could afford, right? So we had to put up with it. Like a girlfriend we don't really love, but she might have a nice body, but she might be lots of maintenance. You know? The complaining girlfriend might be like the old car. All right, we have entered the laundromat, and it looks like it has some kind of security system. For what? I have no idea. There's monitors in there, maybe to watch sports later. But look at these machines, guys. There's probably like, let's say 20, 30 old laundry machines. And these things look like they're from the 1950s, to be honest. Like a 1950s car, you would have to think that they would require lots of maintenance. Pedro, the technician, will be frequenting this store. Inevitably, people. Inevitably. And there's like different types of laundry machines in here. So we can tell that some of them have probably been replaced, things have been moved. And let's go ahead and talk numbers, right? So you got to think a place like this in a prominent area in the city, the lease might run you about $3,000 a month on the cheap side because everything is crazy expensive now. So the lease, $3,000 a month. The electricity, guys. These are old machines that are probably not too friendly when it comes to energy efficiency. What do you think? That's what I think, right? So if there is 20 people in here running these machines, you got to think every day by the end of the month, the electricity bill is going to be through the roof. So guys, what I would do to stay on the side of caution is to make sure that if you do buy a laundromat, if you do put in a good amount and you invest in a business like this, just make sure, please, that you can sell it. Because to buy anything, any kind of investment, and not be able to sell it doesn't make sense, right? You wouldn't buy an apartment, you wouldn't buy a condo, you wouldn't buy a house if you weren't sure that you could sell it. So please, if you're going to do one thing, just make sure that you can sell the thing. If you don't want to, if you get into a business like this and you realize that you're in over your head. Okay, guys, number 2 is renting out your own car on Turo. The website Turo, I don't really know how to pronounce it. It sounds like a foreign word like Spanish or Italian or something like that. But this guy here tried renting out his car and things didn't go very well, apparently. So let's think about it, right? We have a car, or maybe we have 2 cars. They're both ours. We want to make some extra money. So we think about renting them out, right? So think about letting your friend borrow your car or your brother. And these are family members. You probably get nervous about that, like just letting your own family members borrow your stuff. So imagine renting out your car to people that you don't even know. Like, honestly, if this service was available where I live right now, I would probably rent a car and drive it like 1,000 kilometers and see more of the countryside and put hella kilometers on it and probably drive it very fast too. And as I said earlier, when we are talking about owning a laundromat or starting a laundromat, I wouldn't want to get into any type of business that is going to require too much maintenance. But you want to get into the car rental business, right? You want to save money. Well, what happens when these cars need repairs? You're going to have to pay for these repairs. And again, can you trust the people that are renting out your car? I wouldn't trust myself with a car, let alone trust other people. Like, what if these people just want to beat the crap out of your transmission, right? Start peeling out, burning out your tires, killing your clutch. Like, when you take the car back or somebody takes the car back to you and your clutch is gone or your car doesn't work properly, the engine's smoking, like, can you even get your money back from these customers for that? I don't think so, because I don't think you can prove that they were negligent. So it's such a risk, right? Like, if there's some type of deposit that you can get for like 1,000 or 2,000 or $3,000, I don't think that's possible. I don't think anybody's gonna leave that type of deposit for a car. But that would honestly be the only way I would rent out a car to somebody, is if they left me like a two, three, $4,000 deposit. Because if they beat the crap out of my car if it comes back damaged, well, what am I supposed to do? Claim insurance? We all know how that works, right? Oh, there's a deductible for $1,000, $2,000. You're not going to pay that on a repair that is $3,000. You're not going to pay the deductible because you got to pay 2,000. It could take many months to get this money back. Most people just, kind of take the loss on that. So that's the reason why I would definitely not rent out my own car. It just seems like too much stress. I would rather rent out an apartment because at least an apartment is not as mechanical as a car. You can beat up an apartment a little bit, but you can't beat it up like a car. You can take a car out, you can burn out the tires, you can kill the transmission, you can damage the body, and your month is a loss. You lost money that month. And sure, you could write it off on taxes, but a loss is a loss, right? So, no, I definitely wouldn't rent out cars. I think it's a terrible idea. But good luck if you want to do it. Okay, guys, and number 3, the last one, is affiliate marketing. You'd probably think I'd say that affiliate marketing is great and it's a great way to make cash. But honestly, when you go online and you see a bunch of people talking about affiliate marketing, I think they're just doing that in their best interest. Perhaps they're selling a course or they have their own affiliates that they want to sell to you. But as a website owner myself, who's had his own website for a few years now, I've tried affiliate marketing. I've tried it. I've had probably 100,000 visitors to my site, and I've sold a few affiliates for like Fiverr, for like a resume service, and overall, though, I haven't really made too much money with affiliate marketing. I thought it would be very easy to make money with affiliate marketing because you get 100,000 people to your site. You think that maybe 5% of those might click on a link and make a purchase, but it wasn't like that. Whether it was because they didn't trust my website or not, the affiliate links could have been like scammy looking. Sometimes you're promoting affiliate links and you have to trust that the website it's coming from isn't going to change anything around. Like, you might go to affiliate product and they're promoting like a good course that could really help people. But what if they kind of change things up and, they're not being kind, let's say, to their customers, or scammy, or they're really just trying to get you on something that is too good to be true. You know what I mean? So if you're the kind of person that cares about other people, uh, you're not going to want to have them pay for something that sucks. And a lot of affiliate marketing products, they might suck. They might get you on a course saying that you're going to make lots of money or that you can make money by giving reviews to company. And we've all heard this saying in the past: if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Like, if you're browsing through a site and you saw, oh, you can make $500 a week writing reviews on websites, you'd be like, wow, that's a terrific job. But think about it. Why would they advertise that? Like, if I knew that you could make money just writing reviews for companies, why would I tell you about it? I would just do it myself. I wouldn't waste any time telling people that, oh my God, I'm making $1,000 every 2 weeks just writing reviews for companies. I would just do it myself. Even if I was making like a lot of money every year, even if I was making $100,000 a year, I would still not tell anybody. So let's finish off, guys. Let's talk a little bit about trust, right? Because this is my website here, makedinerobaby.com. There's a big team that works on this, right? I work with freelancers and so much, and we've been doing it for a few years. It's remote job news, finance tips, investing, what have you, right? So let's look at the analytics. Let's go ahead, right? So this is just for the past couple of weeks, but let's look at years since I've started, right? So in 2021 was the year we started. We had over 60,000 visitors with over 200,000 views. The next year, 360,000 visitors with over 1 million views. And now it's going down. The second year, things kind of went viral because I was during COVID and everybody was at home, right? Now in 2023, everybody's back to work. Like a lot of people are still working from home, which is great, working remotely, but a lot of people are back at home. So in this year here, in 2022, we had so many people coming to the site that we did try affiliate links. And I think overall we sold like 3 times to like Fiverr, twice. We didn't even make enough money with our affiliates that we could get the money from them because you had to have like you had to make $100 first and then they would pay you. We haven't even done that. So technically we've sold like a few links, a few affiliates, and they made money, but we didn't make anything. And this is with a total of what? 400,000, like 600,000 visitors. And we've only sold like 3 or 4 times, made like $30. That's crazy, right? So I think when it comes to affiliates and making money as an affiliate, it's all about trust. Like you guys don't know me personally, so there's no reason for you to trust me. There's no reason for you to trust our site, right? Like even if there's some reviews and there's some, what do you call it when people praise your site and testimonials? Like we don't have any of that. So it's basically you're just going in blind and you're hoping that we're doing business right and we're not trying to hurt people or just take their money just to profit, which is what we don't do. But those are the numbers, and the numbers do not lie. Like we've had many hundreds of thousands of visitors to our site, legit good users, and nobody bought, right? So it was a waste of time adding the affiliates. And when we add affiliates, we have to research and we have to work for a few hours, and nothing happened. So those are 3 businesses I would not start. I wouldn't start affiliates, laundromats. Definitely I wouldn't rent out my car. I think that's just crazy. But guys, thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below if you'd like to add any input. And please leave a like if you'd like more content from me. I'm just new to the long form videos. I normally do short form content. So I'd really appreciate that, guys. Thanks a lot.